Alrighty, so let's figure out how to do this work. So I'm logged on as a student. It's telling me my access expires at a certain time. Tells me how long I have it, and I'm pretending that I'm in 7th period right now. So I click on my book. And it looks like I have assignments that are due. And overdue assignments we're not going to worry about, but it says Wednesday, May 5th. That's because I'm just making sure everybody has enough time and it doesn't disappear on anybody. So let's go ahead and start. Sometimes you have to wait for it to finish spinning. All right, and it tells you which parts, but remember that in the assignment, Desafío Uno, you are going to do activities 6, 7, 8, and 9 for the Friends Online activity. For Speaking and Listening Workbook, though, you're only doing activities 6 and 7. For Desafío 2, for Friends Online activity, you're doing activities 18, 19, and 20. For the Speaking and Listening Workbook, activities 14 and 15. So remember, you're not doing all of the assignments. For Desafío 3, you're going to do Friends Online activities 31 and 32, and the Speaking and Listening Workbook, you're only doing activities 23 and 24. For Desafío 4, you've got Friends Online activities 41, 42, and 43. So this was for a classwork assignment. This was earlier in the week to make sure you guys could actually log on. Let's make sure you've got it here. De palabras mezcladas. So you decide qué palabra no corresponde a cada grupo, and we chose which thing didn't belong. Comprobar means compare your answers. Reintentar means try again. If you're happy with your score, enviar is to green. Enviar is to send or to turn it in. So green is good, that's a go. Red is, ooh, I want to try again. Notice we're not doing any of this. We're not doing any of that. I mean, you can if you want the practice, you certainly can. And there's a lot of cultural information for those of you that were talking about culture, wanting the culture. And there you go. So you just make sure you click send to turn it in. Notice it goes kind of gray there at the bottom. I got it. All right, so I'm going to click next activity. Now you could come over here and just click that, and it'll take you to the next activity. But by clicking the blue, it's only going to take you to the ones that I've assigned. All right, so let's double check. Looks like activities 6, 7, 8, and 9. So you click here to listen. And so you're going to listen to it through here. So you just read through. Le gusta llevar vestidos, that one goes with her. Lleva gafas de sol, that one goes with him. Le gustan los jeans, that one definitely goes with her. Now you would want to compare all of your answers, comprobar, compare. I got those ones right. I really should, though, try again and finish all the ones I haven't finished. When you're done, you click enviar to send. A little gray thing will pop up at the bottom. See this black box with a triangle? That tells you to go to the next one. So now we're going to do actividad 7. You click on here to listen. It's going to give you the directions here. And then, whoops, you can pause it right there if you don't want to hear it. And you press this, okay, to go ahead and hear it. So they mentioned relojes, and you click on that, es un complemento. And they mentioned bolsos, and they mentioned es un complemento. So you have to listen and go through and choose each one. Again, comprobar is to try again. I got red means wrong, green means go. I would hit reintentar to try again. I would click enviar to turn it in. Once you get the score you want. If you just do 2 and leave it like that and send it to me, I'm going to notice that I'm not going to give you credit for the work. So, actividad 8. Again, if you want the directions, you click on that and you match it up. So, see, I'm clicking there and I'm clicking there and it draws a line. That kind of lets you know how to do that. You want to read things. You're going to get plenty of times. Comprobar, to compare your answers. Again, I've only done 1 out of the 4, so I need to finish. I would need to reintentar, but that means try again. Intent, reintentar, try again. Enviar, to send. Again, the black box with the little white arrow tells you to go on. Tu desafío vivir en las alturas. This is the culture. Many of you were asking for more culture, so you can look at the pictures, you can read the information, etc. If you click on that and it doesn't go any further, you've done everything you can. And that was Actividad 9. So now you click on Next Activity. It might take you a second. Notice how this said incomplete, this said completed. You'll know for sure you completed it because you will have done the parts that you're supposed to do. Mine is coming up as incomplete because, as you know, I didn't finish them. So, Desafío 1, Escucho Español, Actividad 6 de compras. Click on here to listen to it. And you can hit pause and you can go back and replay as many times as you want. Comprobar, well, I got that one right, but you want to go through and try them all. Make sure you get all of them done and then send. Then you go on. Now make sure you click on enviar to send. Whoops, I just sent myself the wrong answers. Actividad 6. Then you go on to Actividad 7. Now notice these letters are in all caps. So as you're doing it, you're going to want to make sure you put in your capital letters. So we are going to do Actividad 7. You listen. It reads you that. So you listen, and if you need to pause, you pause it. I figured that was eh. It looks like it is important to get the capital versus the lowercase. So make sure you go through, and again, red means to fix it, so you reintentar to try again, then you enviar to turn it in. And it looks like we are going to skip Actividad 8. We are going to skip Actividad 9. You can either click Next Activity here, or you could go here. All right, for your friends online activities, you're doing 18, 19, and 20. So you're doing Actividad 18. Make sure you read the directions. You can click here to get the directions. If you need help with having other things read aloud, you could do this. See me if it looks like Read and Write for Google Chrome has access to the site, which is really cool. So how do you move on? Okay, I'm going to make sure you do Actividad 19. It says, escucha y marca y arrastra las palabras a su lugar correcto. That means you have to listen to this and drag the words where they go. So watch what I do. All right, so it sounds like I heard that. I'm pausing it and I'm dragging it on. Again, check your answer. If you're not happy, try again. That's way too many reds. I should try again. Click enviar to send it, to turn it in, and then you go to this right here. If you don't turn it in, I don't see that you did it. And then we are going to do Actividad 20. So you're going to listen carefully. There's Tess, Janet, and Diana. And you're going to listen. You're going to click on the ones that go for each person. Again, comprobar to compare your answers, reintentar to try again, enviar to send. You don't even need to worry about going on to the next thing because I only said Activity 20. When in doubt, keep your tab open and check on which directions. So for example, the speaking and listening workbook, we're only doing activities 14 and 15. You can again click here or click Next Activity. So we're just doing activities 14 and 15 on this one. So you've got activity 14, click here and listen, and remember to use all caps as your answers. Pause as you need to. So that to me looks like a suéter de lana. The muchos colores doesn't really help because it's a black and white picture. Comprobar, to compare your answers. I did not answer enough. I need to reintentar. Try again before I enviar to send. We have activity 15 as well. C for cierto, F for falso. If it's Andes Peruanos, it's not Ecuador. So you listen and you go through. Again, comprobar. I need to hit reintentar to try again before I hit enviar to send. We are skipping activity 16. We are skipping activity 17. You can hit next activity, or you can click friends online activity over there. You don't necessarily have to worry about complete or incomplete as long as you do the assignments that I specifically gave you. So for Desafío 3, we've got Actividad 30. And notice that these two ladies are talking back and forth with each other. Here are the directions you can click and read. You click on this little thing here. Que falda tan bonita, tía. Sí, gracias. La compré ayer en una... Well, where would you buy a falda? Right? Tienes otro peinado. Well, peinar was to comb, so I bet it deals with something with hair. So you want to go through and look at the different stores. Okay. So this would be activity 30. Again, comprobar. Reintentar, to try again. I've got way too many reds. Enviar, to send or to turn in. Make sure you do turn it in. So you're going to do activity 30. Again, that black box with the little white triangle. Activity 31. Here are the directions, and then you can click on this. All right, so you can click on the one and the answer you think it goes to. Make sure you do all four. Comprobar, to compare your answers. Reintentar, if you want to try again. Enviar, to send it, turn it in. Again, the black box with the little white caret. Okay, completa las oraciones. Whoops. I went too far, didn't I? Oh, I did not. Okay, activity 32. Well, where would you buy zapatos? Well, you'd buy it in the zapateria. If you weren't sure how to get that accent mark, do you see this box here? If you click on this, you'll be able to get your accent marks. So let's say I wanted to get the newspaper. I'm probably going to get that from a kiosco. There you go. Now, where are you going to get your pens? Probably from the paper store, things like that. So as you need, if you need to click on this, this is going to get you your accent marks, your upside down question mark, your exclamation point, and your end with a tilde as you need. Click on the X to get rid of it. Comprobar, to compare answers. Reintentar, to try again. Enviar, to send. Do I have anything else? Nothing there. So make sure you do activities 30, 31, and 32 here. And then we've got the speaking and listening workbook here. I do recommend that you take some breaks. Work for 20 minutes and take a 5 to 10 minute break. Work for 20 minutes, take a 5 to 10 minute break. If you're frustrated, use your vocabulary list. All right, so it looks like we are not doing activity 22. Skip this one. Okay, scroll down to activity 23. Click on the directions. So as you need to, you can click. Pause it, play it again as many times as you need. Comprobar, to compare. Reintentar, to try again if you want. Enviar, to send. We are going to do activity 24. So you might want to take a look at the mountains, some kind of a place. That's definitely a movie theater. That's definitely some kind of a grocery store. This looks like it's a parade, some kind of carnival. This looks like a birthday party. So you listen again. Last weekend. Okay, so you pick A. And notice these are capital letters, so you're going to have to pick capital letters. Comprobar, to compare, etc. We are not doing activity 25. And there you go. So last thing will be Friends Online Activities. Vocabulario. We're going to do activities 41. So you listen to get the directions. You push this to listen to it. And you pick this as the question. And then that would be the possible answer. Do all 4. To go to the next, black box with a white triangle. We're going to do activity 42. It's more of a reading. Pretend Tim and Mac are talking with each other. You read through and you choose the answers that you need. Comprobar, to compare your answers. Reintentar, to try again. Enviar, to send. Black box, white triangle. And so one last listening practice. Escucha y decide. So you're going to play that and you're going to play that. Notice you're going to have to scroll down a little bit. Probably have to play it a few times. I heard vestido de lunares and I heard barato. Said no te queda bien. Te queda grande. So it looks like I want to click on that again. And then cross sobre la falda de cuadros. So you just choose the things that go along for you. Now, when you're done, I need to reintentar because I'm not getting credit for that. I may have gotten those 2 right, but I'm not getting credit for it. So you want to reintentar before you hit enviar. Enviar means to send or to turn in. Okay, when you're done, that doesn't say anymore. Are there any more activities here? So you return to dashboard. Okay, again, please don't worry too much about the date. I really want it in today, but I'm putting in some extra time just to make sure people have extra time. And it looks like I have not finished my stuff. So it's telling me I have more things to finish. So I can always hit start. It's really not going to take you 2 hours and 48 minutes to get this done. That's why I picked less activities. You're not doing all of the activities. All right, good luck. I hope that helps.